Friends, delegates, and fellow Americans, I humbly and gratefully accept your nomination for the presidency of the United States.
In his speech to the Republican convention on Thursday night, Donald Trump said he would cut taxes, tackle the national debt, and reduce crime and violence. But did all of his numbers add up? Here's a look at some of his plans and the figures he cited. Claim:
America is one of the highest taxed nations in the world.
Verdict: compared with other large industrialized nations, the U.S. is actually a low-tax country. In 2014, U.S. federal, state, and local governments collected a total of 26% of gross domestic product in taxes, below the average of 34.4% for 30 advanced industrial nations, which also typically provide more generous social benefits. Claim:
President Obama has almost doubled our national debt to more than $19 trillion and growing.
Verdict: that's roughly true. The debt was about $10 trillion 8 years ago and is now more than $19 trillion, though that includes intergovernmental holdings held by government trust funds. A better gauge of the nominal debt number is the debt to GDP ratio. This, too, has doubled since before the 2007-2009 financial crisis to about 75% of GDP. The budget deficit, however, has returned back to where it was before the recession and now stands at less than 3% of the GDP. Claim:
Decades of progress made in bringing down crime are now being reversed.
Verdict: this is partially true. After years of declines, homicides in 2015 rose in major cities, including New York City, Los Angeles, and Chicago. But the murder rates in most cities were nowhere near the levels of the 1990s. Claim:
The number of police officers killed in the line of duty has risen by almost 50% compared to this point last year.
Verdict: this is false. Violence against police rose, but only slightly. Overall, a total of 67 officers have died so far this year, compared to 62 for the same time frame in 2015, an increase of only 8%. The worst year in the last 50 years was 280 officers killed in 1974.